We've been flooded out. House, it's way up. We're up on poles. Go get taken off in the wet season in the Whitsundays. Full on rain all morning. We have just moved into our dream home in tropical North Queensland, but it took us a bit to get here. We sold our house. We moved all the way from Geelong, 3,000 kilometres away, to the Whitsundays, right up here in North Queensland. A very different part of the country and a very different climate that we're used to. Along the way to get here, we camped back of a servo, at the side of the road, behind a pub. Then we spent 9 weeks through stinking hot heat and weeks of end-on rain in this tiny little van with 4 of us and our pets. But now we've finally got the keys to our dream house. Well, the house is settled, which is really exciting, but we've got the pest inspector here who's spraying all the spiders. The truck actually broke down, so they're not going to be able to deliver our stuff there, which means we're going to have a house empty. So here we are navigating our brand new home that needs a lot of work in this completely different tropical climate, in a completely different town, and all while trying to get out on the ocean as much as we possibly can. A day in our life in the wet season in the Whitsundays. Today is Friday, and on Tuesday it's supposed to be full on rain from like Tuesday to Sunday, but the rain's only kicked in last night. It started raining quite heavily overnight, like when we were in bed. This is like what my balcony looks like now. And we've had full-on rain all morning. It's around about 10:30 right now. So I just thought I'd bring you along and show you what it's like when it's fully like the wet season, because people don't quite understand. I knew, but I never experienced it, because you're not going to come holidaying somewhere like this in the wet season unless you know it's going to be good weather and it's like short notice. In here we've had Cyclone Curably.
We're likely to see this continue intensifying as it continues to moving further southwest towards the Queensland coast. Now, because of this, cyclone warnings are now current between Cardwell and Mackay.
A category 2, and it got let down to a category 1. And we didn't get too much of that, but we did get like 3 weeks of solid rain. Like solid rain is in this kind of rain. And this time, so that basically hit most of Townsville. They got flooded out. It was actually quite bad for them. And then there was a day that Mackay got really bad, like full on rain as well. We got a bit flooded, but nothing that was damaged or anything. And then there was Cyclone Albert, which was supposed to come and get us like the weekend before we moved into this place. Thank God that it didn't get us, because, you know, this house it's way up and it's got like stilts under there, like we're up on poles. So I would have been scared that it was just like going to get taken off. But that didn't eventuate. It ended up going out to the ocean and then over and down south of Queensland. So it got like the Gold Coast and Brisbane. We never really hear about that in Victoria, but I think the reason why that actually made the news so much, because everyone was worried about us, even though we'd just gone through one that was worse, was that it doesn't normally hit that far low. Like, it's very common in the tropics and the north that we get the tropical cyclones, and that's why they call it the wet season. So our little bird friends, look at them all puffed up and wet. They haven't, oh, that one looks like it's drenched. They haven't been using the water, like the bath, because obviously they're all wet. I wonder where they go. Last night we woke up and there was like 3 little birds like huddled in under there. So cute. So this is just rain. Last night we saw it when this all just turned white. It looked like it was snowing, but it was actually just rain that you could see, and so like it blocked out anywhere past our trees. And if you look down there, you can see they're starting to form a fair bit of water, like down there in the puddles. I think when someone built this, they actually dug out part of that there, and they maybe built it up over there around where the pool is. I'll take you for a little wander around the outside so you can get a bit of an idea on what it looks like. How crazy the way that we're living right now. This is Tex's bed. He's been sleeping here for a couple of days. That's the spare bed. That's all our Tilly's clothes, etc., because we've got no cupboards or anything to store them in, because obviously we're renovating. Mark's just right in the middle of doing these rooms. He had to pull that up. That was a big gap yesterday, and we're concerned about snakes coming in. That's the mirror. Hi. That is Tex's room, which Mark is actually trying to paint this today, but apparently the humidity is at 97. Like, how crazy is that? I don't even notice it. But the problem is having trouble sticking this to the doors because of the condensation. So he's just in the process of spraying this, and Monday is supposed to be the day that we get the carpets. They haven't called to confirm that today, so fingers crossed, because it's already been delayed a few days. It's Tilly's room. And we've got curtains ordered as well, and we need new fans. This what I wanted to show you was like it's our little yard, like a little front yard that's kind of behind our shed. It is actually so adorable. I love it. But this is where I took Remy out here this morning, and I was like, oh, it's yeah, it's quite wet out here. Oh, plus you have to stay in there. You'll get eaten by a python if you come out. Yeah, it's wet. And see, like, there's little puddles forming. We are pretty lucky because yeah, we're pretty lucky because we're up on a hill. See, all the rain's coming down here, but it does drain quite well because this is up on a hill. But have a look at our pool. It's like full. I'm not sure what happens there or what Mark's going to do about that. But yeah, it's a fair bit of water puddling here. I just feel for the people that are kind of down low. And last time when we had this kind of rain over a few days, a lot of their homes, like their backyards, were full of water. So hopefully they're managing okay. The other thing is as well, when the humidity is like this, like it's bad enough that it's raining outside. No, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I still bloody love it here. That nothing dries. So a lot of people, it seems crazy, have dryers in the Whitsundays or in the north because everything just stays damp. So there's a lot of washing. It's okay, but I mean, you just have to do things a little bit differently. I always had the clothes air inside, so that doesn't bother me very much. But I thought, oh, that'll be fine in Queensland. We'll be able to, wash something, it'll be dry overnight, but it doesn't always work like that. And I'll put a little snippet in here of that room where we had like a commercial fan, like on everything. So it would actually dry because things were just not drying overnight, even though it's really hot. So yeah, the humidity is a bit of a thing that we've got to be careful of. I like it though, because I feel like whenever I do exercise, I get double because it's detoxifying me. And I don't know, but I used to have like red blotches on here from rosacea, and I just stopped taking the medication and it's gone. I don't know if it's because over the last few weeks I haven't been drinking wine, because I hit my head and I've got to teach myself a lesson. Tex just called me and I answered the phone. I'm like, why are you on your phone at school? You're not allowed to do that. And he goes, oh, no, Mum, we've been flooded out. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, no, the buses are coming to pick us up. I'm like, so your school's flooded? He said, yeah, we've been flooded out. School's been called off. I'm like, oh, I wonder how the bus is going to get to them. I said, well, call your dad. And he goes, no, the buses are picking us up. I'm like, oh, that's so weird. Anyway, so they're coming home and it's 11 o'clock. So they were pretty excited. But obviously that mucks up their plans for the weekend because I just got a message saying that some of Tilly's netball's been cancelled already as well. So, and Tex he's got a bye in football, but the seniors are playing in Mackay 2 hours away, so we're not going out to that. What do you think, Remy? Do you like the rain? Do you like the birds out there, don't you? She can just sit there and stare at the birds all day. Is that what you do? We don't touch the birds, do we? Well, it's not much, but when you've been stuck in the house for 5 days straight because it's raining on and off all the time, just going up and down these stairs 20 times really does help make me feel like I'm still okay. Oh, most of it's still wet. Gross. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope that that's given you a little bit of an insight of what it's like to live in the tropics in a normal house and experience the wet season. If you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to see more of our life in the Whitsundays, please do so and click the little bell so it will notify you when I upload another video. And while you're here, tell me where you're watching from and if you're planning on visiting the Whitsundays anytime soon. Thanks again for watching and we'll see you in the next one.